Well, hello and welcome to Knife Delights. It's time for another Way Back Wednesday. It's a great open tag started by our friend, the man, the legend, the curator of cutlery, Warthog. Hey, thank you so much, Warthog, for starting this wonderful open tag. Well, on the table here today, I've got some fish knives. Now, I think I've probably individually reviewed each and every one of these, but I thought I'd break them all out and put them out side by side just for a little bit of a comparison. Of course, the fish knife is a very old pattern. It's it's basically a toothpick. It's on a powder horn frame, just like a toothpick. And really, the only difference between a fish knife and a toothpick is on a fish knife, you have something that aids in the processing of fish, such as this single-bladed fish knife. This was made by Hammer and probably between 1938 and 1941, somewhere in there. The celluloid covers are still gorgeous, still in great shape. Just a beautiful knife, and this is a single-bladed fish knife. So, up here you have the fish scaler. So if that fish scaler wasn't on that, it would just be a toothpick. Yep, powder horn frame. So I just love these old Hammer brands. Now, Hammer brand was first a subsidiary or was owned by, I think it was at New York Knife or New York Cutlery. Somewhere along the line, then Imperial bought out Hammer. That's why you see a lot of the Imperial knives that, well, they mimic the Hammer brand because they had the pattern and everything, so they could just make the same knife but stamp it Imperial instead of Hammer. Okay, so over here then is an Imperial fish knife. And it's in pretty good shape. I probably did a cleanup video on this one. And it is your two-bladed variety. Look at that clip point on there. But there is no fish scaler on that blade, but what a wicked clip point, huh? Yeah. Get a shot at the tang stamp there. And I don't know for sure, but maybe 70s or 80s. Before that, I'm not sure. But then again, the secondary blade's what makes it a fish knife. Got the hook degouger there, your scaler there, and you got to have a cap lifter. Remember back in the day, I sure still remember, we didn't have twist-off caps. You always had to have a cap lifter with you. I know that seems strange, but we had actual glass bottles, and you had to lift that cap on them. Okay, what's this one here? This is another Imperial. You see the shield there, kind of that bomb shield. And again, that wicked clip point on it. A shot at the tang stamp. And again, your other features. Now, last but not least, is this Camco. And of course, Camco was a subsidiary or a secondary line from Camillus. There it says Camco USA. And this one actually has a model number on it, 7-11. So I believe this is a pretty old knife. And look at it. Look all the use that this knife had. It's all beat up. Blade's really been sharpened down. Look at that. Yeah, you can see there's a lot of blade missing on this one. If knives could tell stories, right? And then it has a very small secondary blade there. Now the frames are about the same length, but look at the difference in size. That's a lot of difference there. So it looks like Camco went for a little more width there and maybe a little bit more strength. And Imperial went for a little longer, thinner blade there. Pretty interesting. That's why it's fun to collect several different models of these knives, because there's always some differences you can come across. So this is like a Jig Delrin. Black, and again, well used. I'll bet this spent some time in a tackle box. What do you think? Well, there you have it. There's my way back Wednesday. Thanks everybody for joining in. Want to give another quick shout out here to Warthog. I saw him on was it Big J's live here a couple weeks ago. It was great to see him on camera. I know he's still battling his health problems. We're there with you, Warthog. We sure are. Keep you in prayer. Keep you uplifted. Hope things come out well for you. So everyone, please, I encourage all channels to jump in on these open tags. They're just a lot of fun, and it's a way to connect the channels together. Everybody gets to know one another. So what I'll be doing is I'll be putting a link to my playlist down here in the lower right-hand corner. Down here in the center, that big red big round Knife Delights is just punch that and you can subscribe. And down here in the lower left, well, that's just the next video that YouTube recommends you watch. So until next time, have a very delightful day.